Hey, welcome. I hope you're doing good. Thank you for joining me. I hope you're doing well. So, today's reading is the person on your mind. What do they want you to know? What do they want to tell you that they maybe haven't been able to tell you or haven't had the courage to tell you just yet? So, we do have 3 groups for you to choose from as well. So, with the group 1, we have the Few Sight Crystal. We have group 2, the Rose Quartz Crystal, and group 3, the blue calcite. All right, so group 1, 2, and 3, if you do need to take some time, feel free, but I will see you in your reading. Hiya, welcome. If you've chosen the first group, the Fusite Crystal, then this reading is for you, the person on your mind. What is it that they want you to know? All right, so we have the 8 of Wands and the 2 of Swords, both in reverse. All right, so what do they want you to know? Let's see. So they want you to know that they get the impression that that you're not attracted to them the way that they're attracted to you. Possibly they think you're not sexually attracted to them, like you don't see them in a sexual way. Like they could think you find them attractive enough, but not in a way where there's like heavy chemistry on your part, like the same way that they feel for you. But they do want you to know that they are going to be patient when it comes to you, and that they're willing to move slowly as well. Like they, want to be impulsive, they want to be spontaneous, they want to be passionate and sexual, but they also want to move slowly so that you're more comfortable. For some of you, maybe you've expressed that you want it to go slowly, or your relationship is just kind of taking time to develop, whether this is like in the platonic stages or romantic stages, whatever the case may be. They kind of just want to respect you and kind of respect the current dynamic that you both have. So they do want to move slowly, and they also don't want to come on too strong as well, because they do feel like this heavy passion, intense feelings for you, but they're kind of like not sure that you feel the same way, or it's just like not as strong as how they feel. So they do want to be cautious, they do want to like tread carefully as well. They do want you to know that their feelings and desire for you is overwhelming, but they don't plan on kind of like pushing that on you. Like they do want an opportunity to kind of share that with you, but they don't plan on being forceful with it. They also want you to know that you do make them feel a wee bit nervous. And for some reason, I don't know why this is coming out, but they want you to know that they don't want to clash with you. They don't want to get into a disagreement with you either. And this may not even be something that you've both experienced. They don't even really think that's a possibility either. Like it's not something that they think will happen. It's like they kind of don't want that clash. Like the more we get to know each other, or the further we get in our relationship, we start to clash and we start to kind of like get into disagreements. Like even though they don't really see it now, like they don't want that to be like a conclusion, or they don't want that to be something that happens down the line. They're also afraid that your relationship dies out before it gets, really gets started. They also want you to know that they do want to stop holding back on how they feel about you. They also want to be able to give you clarity on how they feel as well. So another thing they want you to know is that they can be unreliable at times. This could be something that they're working on, because it does feel like they do want to be and have intentions of being a more reliable person. So yeah, despite being unreliable at times, their intentions are about being more reliable for you and when it comes to you in general. But another thing they want you to know is that they do keep feeling like they're missing their chances with you. Like an opportunity could present itself and then nope, like they don't take it, you know. So that's something that they do think about, and they want you to know that it is frustrating for them. But they also want you to know that they do struggle being romantic. They've also made up their mind about you, and what they've made up, or what they've kind of concluded, is that you both can work even if you may not be entirely compatible, or all the information and knowledge isn't there yet. They still have concluded that they still want to kind of pursue you and kind of like see where it goes. And for some of you, if there has been an ongoing problem between you both, they want you to know that they can't really think of an appropriate solution right now. And this problem between you both could be unintentional. But yeah, they can't think of a solution. But they've been trying. They've been like trying to rack their brain for a solution. They also want you to know that they are unsure of your likes and your dislikes, because it feels like they want to get you something, or they want to do something that aligns with something that you're genuinely passionate about, or something that you kind of like or are interested in. They also think that distance is an issue in your relationship. Could be physical distance, could be like mental, emotional distance. They may feel like it could continue to be an issue as well. So they also want you to know that they think that you have your own worries and things that make you feel reluctant about them. They do hope that will resolve itself in time though. Like with time, sorry. They also think that you don't have a lot of freedom, but they want to help you with that. Like they're not really kind of focused or stuck on whether it would be a problem or not. They're not really thinking about it like that. But yeah, they are waiting to take a calmer approach to you, and they want you to know that they're also starting to be more open-minded about you and the possibilities as well. And please only take this if it makes sense, but for some of you, they are worried that you might expose them. So they could just have certain things going on in their life. It may not be bad necessarily, But they feel like maybe the closer they get to you, that maybe other people will find out more information about them, and they may not even have a problem with it, to be honest. For some of you, they could just feel like maybe you have trouble keeping certain things confidential, you know? They do feel indecisive, but they don't really care. They're not worried too much about that. They do want you to know, though, that they are typically quite cautious, and they're worried that may seep out through their behavior, but they don't want it to. Like, that's not their intention to kind of come across as cautious or anything like that. They also want you to know that they aren't typically emotional, and they're worried about how that may impact your relationship. They also want you to know it's not their intention to stress you out either. So you have, they wouldn't understand. So they are worried that people won't or don't understand your relationship to each other. So we also have let's play some games, whips and chains. So they do want you to like know that they do have some wild fantasies about you. You also have, do you want to be on my team? So they want you to know that even though you guys could both be different, they see you both working well together. So we also have opposites attract. So they also want you to know that you may not be their usual type, but it has them extremely like curious, you know? They do think you're super attractive anyway, but maybe they're kind of not used to being with someone like you. Or their type in the past has just been very different, you know? We also have healing. What do they want you to know? So they think, that was clarified by the Queen of Cups. So they do think you're a healing person. Three of Swords is underneath that. So they do feel like you have helped them in ways, like even if that hasn't been your intention. Like they do feel like you are a healing person. You may have encouraged them to heal. 10 of Swords. So they could have, like, this could be in regards to an ex. They could have gone through something recently. The Three of Swords came out just before the Queen of Cups as well. So yeah, you could have helped them heal from a betrayal. You just kind of helped them like come to terms with it, move on from it, you know. So we have, you are so damn sexy. So what do they want you to know? So they want you to know that they do find you to be incredibly sexy. We also have I'm worried you don't feel the same. So they are worried that you don't feel the same, or that you may not feel the same. It's like once they confess their feelings to you, will you feel the same? Will you, want to take, will you feel the same way that I do? So that is something that they are worried about. So we also have wellness. The recovery of health and wellness is here. So for some of you, they want you to know that they have seen you recover, they have seen you heal, like they have seen you kind of, like they see you recovering, they see you becoming healthier in some way, like whether it's mentally, physically, emotionally. We also have accepting challenges. So they also want you to know that they understand that there are current challenges between you both, or that there will be challenges between you both in the future, but they want you to know like they accept it, like they will willingly take on those challenges, you know. And finally we have cellophone. Cellophone. Sorry. So we have cell phone. Oh my gosh, cellophone. So they also want you to know that they do plan on sharpening their communication skills, like communicating more effectively with you. Queen of Swords, Justice. Yeah. So anyways, that is all I have for this group. I do hope it could resonate. I do hope it could be helpful and make sense. And I'm wishing you all the best, all right? Take care. Hi all, welcome. If you've chosen the second group, the Rose Quartz, then this reading is for you. So, what do they want you to know? Four of Wands, upright, Five of Pentacles, reverse. Okay. Alright, so they want you to know that they do want a relationship with you, or they want a stronger relationship with you, they want a stronger bond. They want to discuss like your future, what you guys want in terms of the future together. Yeah, they definitely want to discuss what you guys are both looking for long term. They want you to know that they could see themselves getting married to you. They want you to know that they already do care about you deeply, and they're kind of working on their long-term stability for the both of you. So this may not be for everyone, but for some of you, they do want you to know that they've recently come out of a tough situation, possibly a financial situation. So they may still have some anxiety from that past situation. Or they could still have like some anxiety when it comes to money. But they do love how stable you are and how stable you encourage them to be. They do want you to know that you're helping them change for the better. Like even if that's not something that you like do like vocally or physically, like it's not something that you kind of like force or like, you know, super like, I don't know, like push them, but it could be in covert ways that you do encourage them to be more stable or change for the better. But they do want you to know that they're serious about you, and their intentions are serious as well. They do want you to know that they think you both make a great couple, and that you guys do form a really good team as well. For some of you though, they do want you to know that they do love your family dynamic, or certain family members that they have had the opportunity to meet and connect with. But yeah, they are committed to you long term, and they want you to know that, especially if you have been a little defensive towards them, or you have been like having doubts about whether that long term potential is there between the two of you. But yeah, they want you to know that you make them happy, and they feel like they can enjoy the good things in life with you, whatever that may be. And they want you to know that they want to buy a house. That could be their current focus or a goal for them. For some of you though, this could be more so about selling a house. For some of you, I know this isn't for everyone, but if this person like is divorced or in the process of a divorce, then they're kind of focused on maybe splitting assets or kind of sorting that stuff out. But yeah, they want you to know that they are doing better financially, but they don't plan on taking any big financial risk or like well thought out financial risks. And if there has been any difficulties between the two of you, they are keen on ending that as well. But yeah, there's not much else coming up from these here two cards. So we have curious. So they do want you to know that they are quite curious about you. They do think you're quite mysterious as well, but they do wish that you kind of weren't so mysterious. Like they do wish maybe you were a bit more transparent. Transparent may not be the right word. Maybe a bit more forthright. We also have family issues. So that was clarified by both the Five of Wands and the Temperance. So they do want you to know that they are going through their own family issues. They have a lot of frustration surrounding their family. Their family could be creating issues for them as well. Issues that you may not be aware of. So unfortunately, they could have certain family members that do make life harder for them. But it feels intentional though. Like it doesn't feel like, oh, my mom hurt her hip, so I got to look after her. Like it doesn't feel like that. It feels like people who intentionally like create drama in your life. So they could be dealing with a bit of that, unfortunately. So we also have, please don't say no, please say yes. So it feels like they want you to know that they're about to ask you a question. They're about to like proposition you in some way, Page of Cups. And whatever this is about, I mean, with the Page of Cups, it could be about something, you know, in terms of your relationship, of course. Moving forward, Ace of Wands, King of Cups. So it's something positive about your relationship. I don't know what it could be. It could be something simple. It could be something big. But they do want you to say yes. They do want you to be on board. Like this could be something like a date, you know. Yeah. Or about the future of your relationship. But it is positive though. We also have boring. That was clarified by the Four of Cups. So something that they want you to know is that they actually want boring. Like they want that like stability. They want that consistency. They want a chill life. Like they're not trying to like be a part of the hype, their excitement. Like they're kind of just ready to settle down. Like that feels like the right word. Like they're kind of just trying to settle down right now. They're not trying to be out in these streets anymore, you know. So they do want you to know that they do tell like their close people about you. It could be certain people from their family, certain friendships they have. Yeah, but they do want you to know that other people know about your relationship to each other, and like how important you guys are to each other, or how important you are to them. So we have petty. So if there was a time in the past where they were like a little bit petty, then they're sorry about it, and they do want you to know that they are sorry. We also have self-love. So they do want you to know that they are working on their confidence, they are working on their self-worth. We also have, I want you to trust me enough to let your guard down around me. So they do want there to be like trust between you both, maybe an increase in trust. We also have sensitive emotions. What do they want you to know? So they do want you to know that they were quite sensitive about you in the past, like a bit touchy. This could even be with you, like where they were like a bit touchy, a bit short with you, a bit snappy. But they want you to know that they're kind of like working through that, or they're sorting it out, and they're kind of like really sorry about it. We also have gift, be present. So as much as they are thinking about the future, they do also want you both to kind of like live in the present, enjoy the present as well. And finally, we have live in the moment. Oh, okay. So we have be present and live in the moment, kind of like a similar energy there. For some of you, like that's something they want you to know. That's something they're kind of working on, living in the moment and being present. Like maybe sometimes they do get caught up in their past, or get caught up in the future even, and they're kind of, you know, working on remaining present and kind of just focusing on the here and now. But that is all I have for this group. I really do hope it could be helpful. And I'm wishing you all the best, all right? Take care. Bye. Hello, welcome. Hope you're doing good. Thank you for joining me. So, group 3, Blue Calcite. If you've chosen the third group, then this reading is for you, okay? So, the person on your mind, what do they want you to know? All right. So we have the Ten of Cups in reverse. We also have the Seven of Swords in reverse. Okay. So they want you to know that they kind of just hate that you both aren't getting along right now. And if you are getting along with your person, then maybe this reading isn't for you. But this does feel more, you know, specific. I mean, aligned to those people who are having trouble with their partner or the person they're asking about. But another thing that they want you to know is that they do think your family doesn't like them or approve of them. Maybe certain people in your family. And they do feel like it's because of certain things that you may have said to your family. Like if, say, for example, you have issues with this person, like you could go to your family and vent to them and kind of share with them like certain things that you're going through with this person. And yeah, it feels like your family could have like a certain view and perspective on them because of that. Even if it's like rightfully so, you know. So yeah, they think that it either can become a problem for them or it already is a problem. They also want you to know that for whatever reason, like they think you don't have the right to be angry with them or you don't have the right to feel disappointed in them. If anything, like they think you should be more upset with yourself than them. I don't know what this could be about, but in some situation, they're kind of putting the blame on you and they kind of want you to know that they're putting the blame on you. And this could be blaming you for certain disagreements that you guys have. It feels like it would be something you are aware of. But some of you could just completely think, you know, they're to blame for any disagreements between you two. But anyways, so they are having doubts about you and whether the relationship will be able to work. So they do kind of feel like a relationship is dysfunctional, has become dysfunctional, or it will become dysfunctional. They feel like they can't support you and kind of like give you what you need. And they want you to know that they do plan on being honest about all of this very soon. But for a lot of you, they could hope for there to be a resolution as opposed to kind of just ending things between you both. They also have been thinking that it's partially their fault that you haven't been able to kind of like meet a certain goal or you haven't been able to kind of like succeed or yeah, reach some of your goals. But they do think you guys like butt heads too much. Like they feel like you guys have too many disagreements and it's annoying them. For some of you, they think that this could be something that happens in the future. But yeah, they want you to know that they kind of hate that you both keep missing the mark with one another. Like, it's like, okay, I think we're on the same page, but no, then I kind of realize that we're misaligned, you know? So maybe you guys keep misunderstanding each other. Maybe you guys just aren't on the same page when you guys maybe think you're on the same page or something happens and you guys are no longer on the same page. I don't know what it's about, but they do hate that you guys keep missing the mark. But they feel like deep down you both are afraid to take a risk with each other. And please only take this if it resonates, but for some of you, they're happy you both were able to get away with something. But only please, only take that if it makes sense, you know? And they also kind of feel like you both have trouble being genuinely honest with each other. Or they feel like when you guys are being honest with each other, it's only when you're hurting each other or want to hurt each other, you know? Like, you know, that kind of energy, like I only tell you how I really feel about you when we're like in a disagreement or an argument. I don't know. Some of you could have that kind of energy. Do you have more from these cards? But yeah, they want you to know that they kind of think that you both are making each other unhappy as opposed to happy and fulfilled and content, you know? But at the same time, like they really do feel like you guys can turn it around. But they feel like it will require you both to make some changes. And, you know, this could be where they feel like you both end up missing the mark. Because it's like, okay, we're both going to make changes to make it work. To kind of like, you know, settle any disagreements or kind of not have these same disagreements again. But no, it happens again, you know. So they do have hope, but they really feel like you guys maybe need to commit to making those changes. But again, like they're kind of like putting the blame on you, whether that's true or not. So there could be a lack of accountability on their part. Clarified by the Devil and the Tower card though. Yeah. Okay, let's see what these say. What do they want you to know? We have, I'm so used to flying solo. So for some of you here, they want you to know that they feel like you aren't dependent enough, like you aren't, like they feel like you're maybe too self-sufficient, maybe too independent. We have, your skin looks like silk. So they do want you to know that they are still incredibly attracted to you. They do feel like you have beautiful skin as well. Or they love touching you, like they love being intimate with you. They love being physically close to you. Alright, so we also have you need to let this go. So for some of you, like there could be a repeat disagreement you guys keep coming back to, and they feel like there needs to be some resolution, like someone here needs to let it go. Like they maybe feel like you both need to let it go, but for some reason, like we keep coming back to this same subject, to this same point, and they could feel like you need to let it go, they need to let it go, you both need to let it go, you know? They feel like maybe, let me see. Like they feel like maybe how can it work? Or how can there be progress? Or how can we move on from this thing if we don't manage to let it go and just kind of like move on with that Judgment card, you know? So we have Dreamer. So for some of you, they want you to know that they're creative and they kind of want to be able to express their creativity. They could feel like you don't really support them when it comes to their goals or their creativity or their art, whatever that could be. We also have addictions. So that was clarified by the Devil card. And it was like, yes. For some of you, they feel like maybe you're struggling with addictions, whatever that could be. But whatever they kind of perceive your addictions to be, they do feel like it could be getting in the way of your relationship. We also have I'm not even sorry. So they want you to know that they're not sorry for something that recently happened between you both. It could be a disagreement. Yeah, they kind of want you to know that they're not taking accountability for that. They're not sorry at all. We also have I wish I had said something sooner. So with the Seven of Swords in reverse and the High Priestess coming out to clarify, it feels like there's something that they've been like holding back, like something that they haven't been telling you, possibly a secret, or they've just been like, you know, keeping it to like their chest or whatever it is. And they realize that they should have told you the truth about something sooner. What could that truth be though? Told you the truth about what? Six of Pentacles, reverse. For some of you, this could be about them perceiving you or something that you did as selfish. They wish they had maybe mentioned it sooner. What do they wish they had said sooner? Nine of Cups. So for some of you, like you think of yourself like as single, like you only think about yourself as in, yeah, like you're like an only like a single person, you know, as opposed to being in a relationship with them. But this whole I wish I had said something sooner, it could be something that you are more aware of. They could have also wished they had said something sooner about what would bring them fulfillment, like what would make them happy. So we also have heightened intuition. What do they want you to know? Be extra careful of your inner knowingness as it's trustworthy. So this person, like they feel like they realized something about you. I may do a reading about that in like a few days or within the next like week or so. But yeah, they may have realized something about you and they're kind of starting to trust their judgment, trust their intuition about whatever that could be. Could be something that has like already come up. But yeah, I might do a reading on that next to see. But yeah, we have purse wallet, pursue your true wealth. So for some of you, like they do kind of perceive you as having your goals and your ideals and something that you kind of want to achieve and have success in. And they kind of feel like you're focused on that more than you're focused on them. For some of you, it could make them feel not good enough. And finally, we have you are unique. Be yourself, everyone else is taken. So for some of you, they maybe think you're not being yourself, and they want you to know that from their perspective, they feel like you should be more yourself. Do you have more from this? Yeah, but that is all I have for this group. I do hope it could be helpful and make sense, or, you know, yeah, be helpful in some way, okay? But I'm wishing you all the best, all right? Take care of yourselves. Bye.